Sorry, I had an itch. Let's have some water. Or some tea. I'm never having herbal. Herbal? Herbal? No, herbal. Herbal. Why am I saying it so weird like that? Herbal. Okay. Anyways, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, action. Hello to anyone who's going to show up on my live stream, which at this point I always say that. So, yeah. So for today's drawing, I will be. Oh no, there's a little bit of blue on this one. Hold on, I need to tear off this paper real quick. I feel embarrassed. Wait, is that like a little. Can't even see it, it's like right there. But yes, I am drawing today as my usual content is. So, for those who missed out on yesterday's drawing that I did, this was the results from yesterday. As you can tell, that was yesterday's, and now I have a new one ready. I have a new drawing ready. So, it's weird though because I also already have the idea in my head. I have the idea in my head, so yeah. Let's get started, I guess. Even if it says 0 people, which at this point is pretty common. Pretty common in my live streams. I always pretty much talk to like 0 people. But anyways, so I'm going to try and attempt to make a little winged creature. Like an angel or something. But I don't know. Hello there. Hello there, wanted sauce. Okay, what kind of sauce? I'm very curious. How you doing, man? How you doing, man? Hello, Shark. I am doing okay. Today though has been kind of hectic for me. Tired? Yes, I am tired. After today, hold on. There was so much that happened at my job today that I think it's good that I can just vent out a little bit while also drawing on here. So get ready. What is your McDonald's order? What do I get for what do I get on McDonald's? Okay, so my McDonald's order is, I know it's cheesy, but sometimes I go basic. I like a good 10 piece or 20 piece really. I get a 20 piece with fries. Sauces, I get both the chili and honey mustard sauce and also a large sweet tea. That's as best I can do. But sometimes I like to also just get a cheeseburger. You know, triple, triple cheeseburgers for me. I like 20 piece. Hello. Hello there, Tyla. Hello there, Manser. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. And hello there, Maya? Amaya? Hopefully I'm saying that right. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm very sorry. So, yeah. So for today's topic, or drawing, I should say, I'm going to attempt to draw something with wings. And this is what I got so far. So this is just the head. This is just the head. And if you know me from my live stream from yesterday, basically the reason I do these little cross figures on the head only because it helps me like just trace out the outline of the shape of the head. So yeah. So pretty much I erased this little cross afterwards, but also actually even before I erased the the little cross, I always put like I need to know like where I have the eyes and all that. So yeah. Hello. I will try to draw something with, excuse me, something with wings. But I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to look perfect. But you know what? Perfect or not, there is no in between. But, anyways, so back to what I was talking about. So, my job, God bless it, has made it impossible to do anything now. So this morning when I had got to work, everything was fine, or everything at least seemed fine until we were serving food and we had ran out of drinks. And because we don't get a new shipping till tomorrow, we need to like find a way to supply drinks. So, yeah, I had to basically pay out of my own pocket. I paid for drinks, not for me, but for where I work at. And basically, I'm a little bit upset because I try to tell myself I want to save money so badly, but then I have to actually spend my paycheck at my job. At my job, which honestly wouldn't really bother me if I wasn't disappointed in my last paycheck, of course. Okay? I was very disappointed in how my paycheck was not yesterday, Friday. Now I get paid every 2 weeks. So really though, and I'm not gonna say like I don't make that much money, but I definitely make minimum wage. So yeah, let me just say that. However, though, yeah, it just sucks because the reason why I was disappointed in my paycheck from that long ago is because they had cut out my weekends for 3 weeks. So I had 3 weekends where I wasn't getting paid, I wasn't getting any money come in, and yeah, I was very disappointed in the outcome. So, but now that I'm back working the weekends, because apparently we are now getting busy on the weekends, even though I was told we weren't going to get busy on the weekends. Yeah. So now I am working weekends, and of course, I work tomorrow, but what makes it even harder for me is just the fact that I don't get paid till the 31st, which means the very last day of October, aka Halloween. So, yeah. So I'm just trying to save money at the moment, but it disappoints me because yesterday I had to go to the store and buy some things, only for me to think I don't really need to spend that much money anyways, or at least just budget myself a little bit. But then the next day I have to go and apparently spend most of my paycheck on drinks. Specifically, I had to pay for apple juice, orange juice, and cranberry juice because we were all out. And no, I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, the weekends were apparently getting busy, and nobody knew like how busy we were gonna get until until it was too late for us. So yeah. So now I am just doing what I gotta do to earn a frickin' paycheck. And the worst part is, here's the thing though, I can't really quit. I can't quit because if I quit my job, then then there would be like nobody to work in the kitchen really, or at least there would end up being one person, and that person would be forced to work 7 days a week. And that obviously sucks. So that's the type of hole I'm in. Whereas, I don't know, like they try to send out applicants to work in the kitchen, but apparently not a lot, apparently people think working in a kitchen is beneath them, which makes no sense. But yeah, that's just sad. So here's what I got now. From Frost123, are you gay? 50%. I'm bisexual. Frost123, I hope that answers your question. I am bisexual. I am bisexual. I am attracted to both women and men. There. Now, dropping that subject, which, I mean, I don't get why people say, like, I don't know. Don't know why. That's the weirdest question. I don't think that's like the weirdest question I've been asked. Because here's the thing though, whenever people talked about me, about my sexuality specifically, I always say I'm bi. I'm bisexual. Got a problem with that? There's nothing wrong with being bi. It just means most likely in the future, I will either end up marrying a woman or a man. And it pretty much determines on who I fall in love with. What is your favorite song? Ooh, what is my favorite song? What is my favorite song? Ooh, that's a tricky one. You have really got me stumped. So I guess my favorite song would have to be. Hmm. Well, hey, are we talking about like artists, like singular artists, or like groups? Or like groups? Because if we're talking about groups, my favorite song would have to be Virtual Angel by the K-pop group Artemis. Artemis. Hopefully I'm saying their name right. If not, then I am failing as one of their fans. Now, a singular artist or like a solo artist that I am a fan of would most likely have to be. It's a tie between like Bella Porsche. I like Bella Porsche. And also, shoot, who's the other one? Um, Ari Abdul. I'm trying to make sure. She sang that song that, Call Me Baby Doll. Yeah. What other questions you have? When is your birthday? My birthday's in May. I'm a Taurus. Hi, what's your name? My name's Dom. What's yours? How old are you? I am 24. I'm 24 years old. I'm 24. I'm 24. What is this channel about? A lot of stuff. So when I go live, that's when I do art, but also I recently started posting astrology videos again. So yeah, also astrology, music, vlogs, yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to find my footing, I guess. Okay, so here's what I got now. What is my main purpose about my channel? Okay, so my main purpose is pretty much just to like build alongside a community of people who, just wants to sit back, chat, and relax and try to make this as safe space as possible. So, yeah. But also just to like, let out whatever self or who you are because quite frankly, I don't know what I am, to be honest. I'm 24 years old. I'm a 24-year-old man, and really, I don't know what I'm doing in life, but yeah. But just escaping in the world of his own little creativity, his own little creative space. Bro, are you like American? Yes, I'm American. Sadly, I live in America. And for those who wonder why I always say sadly, it's just because if you've seen in the news, yeah, you would know. You would know why I would say sadly. But yeah. So overall, another one of my main purposes for my channel would also just to connect with people. I would love to just connect with people. Just to, see what, you know, where they're from, what are they like, what are their hobbies. What's your hobby? What's your hobby? Do you have any other drawings we can see? Okay, so I did recently do a drawing yesterday. So hold on. And please bear, so this one pretty much I just went basic yesterday. And then the weekend before, someone had asked me to draw a zombie. Now, here's the thing though. I don't actually draw normal. I draw like weird humanoids. So, have you ever fallen in love? That is personal. That is personal. How dare. Well, have I ever fallen in love? I would have to say yes. I have fallen in love. But also, I've had my heart broken. I will say. I've had my heart broken in many ways that, quite frankly, I don't really know why. There's so much pain hidden in your drawings. No, it's not. Hmm. And, anyways, so here's the thing though. I have just been going crazy with myself, wondering like, will I ever find love or like, will I ever find, that person to, spend the rest of my life with? But then I realized that my dating life is a complete hot mess. Let's go with that. My dating life is a complete mess. Okay. I have had so many failed dates that barely even like, made it to, I don't know, made it to even like the second date. You live in America. You must have met Mr. Beast, right? No, I have not. I've never met Mr. Beast. I've never interacted with Mr. Beast. I am not even friends with Mr. Beast. I've never even competed in any competition by Mr. Beast, of course. Because I will be honest, I don't really get the challenges he does, but you know, you do you. But yeah, sorry, I don't know Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast and I have never interacted. I have never called him my friend. Where are you from, bud? I am from America, sadly. Which, if you know me, the reason why I said that, you would know why. Anyways, so let's see. So yeah, my dating life. I pretty much, I don't know. I don't really go off on dates really that often, and when I do, they just fail. And I'm just like, you know what? This person's gonna probably make someone else very happy. and I'm just like their weird hurdle they have to get to meet their Prince Charming or whatever. Oh God, these wings look terrible. Hold on, I'm trying to draw wings, but they're just looking terrible. They're just looking terrible. They're not even. They don't look alike. And I mean, okay, here, let me show you. Let me just show you, okay? Let me just show you. Okay. You see this here? You see this wing? Okay. This wing, these are supposed to be wings. I'm trying to make like something, and the wings do not look alike. They didn't. The wings don't look alike. And yeah, I am having a problem with that. So my only option is to erase this or erase that. I don't know. I don't know. I think because you don't love yourself. That is true. That is very much true. I have had so many years and difficult talks with myself where I just have issues trying to love myself to the point where I assume that I'm going to die alone. I'm going to die alone with no one to, you know, with no one. And will Sam go stop commenting Trump? Ugh. It's just getting ridiculous. Bro, why are you so sad? You must have one life, one chance. Live it up, dude. Yeah, I mean, I have lived it up before. But then for some reason, the spark kind of like, I don't know why, the spark inside me was just like, just went out. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. Uh-huh. Yeah. R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk, I guess. I don't really know because some people are saying, he didn't deserve to die, but he was a bad man, so huh. And here's the thing though, I'm not really political or anything like that, but also I don't believe that people deserve to die. Like I assume people should, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, truth be told, did you know that even Jimmy Kimmel, I think hopefully I'm saying the right person, apparently Jimmy Kimmel had made a little announcement on his show that got him fired for like a week because he literally was just talking about what had happened and he got fired. Like, since when does a host get fired for literally saying stuff that just happened? It makes no sense whatsoever. Hello. I'm I mean, come on. But also the news is just getting ridiculous nowadays. I mean, at this point, I feel like I know people's just gonna, I don't know. They just want to start making stuff up or like try to like make the news seem, I don't know. Oh, those wings. No. Ugh, they're turning out terribly. Yeah, this is what also I learned when I'm drawing, by the way. There are just certain things I have issues just like trying to draw. So yeah. But anyways, The only time I ever like try to like feel some sort of entertainment, I guess, is I had watched someone make like a short video of like Charlie Kirk and his male lover, I guess. I don't know. Don't ask why. It just showed up on my For You page and I was just like, okay. And then pretty much I was just like, you know what? Screw it. It was actually kind of funny, but also very serious and very sad. First letter of the name from the last guy you Frenched kissed. Hmm. Okay. Wait, I don't think I've ever Frenched. Well, when it was a guy, because here's the thing though, I never fully knew I was bisexual until I was 20, so yeah. But yeah, so here's the thing though, I never Frenched a guy. Never had. Have I kissed? Yes. But it was at a party and I was just blottoed. I was just blottoed. And yeah. And then also that was the same place I found out that the dude had a boyfriend. He had a boyfriend. So, yep. So I just walked out of that party before rumors started that I was a homewrecker. If I was a homewrecker, I probably would have been a terrible homewrecker. I would, yeah, I'd be a terrible. But yeah, that was the last time I had ever really like kissed a guy. But anyways, getting past that point, I don't really know what I'm drawing now. This is what I got. That's what I got, and I have no idea what I'm drawing at this point. I mean, specifically, it comes to the wings. It comes to the wings. I have no idea if I'm drawing the wings right, or it looks like as if I'm attempting to draw something with flames. Hey, I'm Batman, stop it. But anyways, I look like Shawn Mendes. Oh wait, no. I look like a Walmart version of Shawn Mendes. Thank you. You're secretly into men. I knew it. I'm into both women and men. I don't know what comes over you. But also, this is like one of the things that pretty much being bisexual, you deal with. You'll deal pretty much when you're bisexual, people always want to assume that, you're either actually straight or you're actually gay or like, you're just going through a phase, which really, like, here's the thing though. Being bisexual does not mean it's a phase or anything like that. It just means, you feel more yourself. Just feel like yourself more. Or, you feel like you could have options, but also your dating life kind of like gets turned upside down. Bro, show your drawings. So here, I'll show this one. It's the one I'm currently working on, but it's not turning out like I wanted. But here. Yeah. Here's the thing though, and I know I explained this in a live stream like last time, but yeah, I told myself that if I ever could, I would most definitely want to um yeah, I would most likely want two cameras when I go live. One when I'm talking like right here, and another one that actually shows the drawing that I'm drawing. But yeah, I don't know how to do that, and I only have a phone, so yeah. Don't ignore me, Dominic. Well, enter username. If you're actually outside my window, please throw a rock or something. Throw a rock. Throw a rock, throw a boulder, throw something. I'm waiting. If you're outside my window, I'll maybe even knock. Are you knocking at my window? Oh no, I see you. You're that squirrel. You are you are behind. You need to travel. Yes. Adolescence. Okay. Oh, have you watched, shoot, I forgot the title now. Haunted House? There's a new series that I just watched called Haunted House, and honestly, it was not that bad actually. It was not that bad. However, though, I did have some critiques, I guess I should say, about the show. Okay. So Haunted House in the beginning, at first I thought it would look like I thought it was like a pretty like interesting topic, but then later, when I watched the show, I was just like, huh, a lot of this is kind of confusing. So apparently there's this little kid animated character. Her name is, hopefully I'm saying this right, Enid. Enid. Enid, and she's basically, I knew from the minute they introduced her as a character, she was the troublemaker, okay? She was the troublemaker, she was the one who caused everything, and I will never understand how she did not get like in serious trouble when she smashed that snow globe and caused an entire like, I don't know, like dimension portal realm thing to come like open up in the sky and then have a bunch of demons like fall right through. Like, how was she not seriously punished? I'm starting to think the mother just feels too guilty, but seriously, try to punish your child. Then there's the son. There's her son, who, I mean, he does seem kind of normal, except for the fact that he's dating a ghost. He's dating a ghost, which I'm kind of questioning what was the purpose of having him date a ghost and not a human. I mean, I understand she was once a human, but like, can he probably date someone who he may not need to join the afterlife with? You don't have to explain the whole movie. Yeah, obviously I don't. I'm not trying to explain it. I'm just confused by the whole show. I'm just confused by the whole show and just overall, um, I don't know. But I will say this though, my favorite character is definitely Abaddon. But however, though, from what I've understood in his origin story, he was a demon who possessed a child from, I think it was the 1700s, and he possessed it, and the child he possessed it, um his child's father was a priest, and the priest apparently tried to exorcise the demon out of his son and had stabbed his own child with a cross. But I think instead of saving his son ended up getting possessed even more so. And later, Abaddon got trapped inside the body of a little boy from the 1700s. So there's that. And my only question is, clearly the father did not think twice. Like, apparently, I'm guessing common sense wasn't very that known back in the 1700s, but then again, back then, people were also accusing other people of being a witch for like the weirdest reasons that I will never understand. Yo, I'm one sub away from 700. From 700. Wow. I actually remembered when I did hit 700 subscribers. It was a blessing. And then it dropped. So, yeah. Bro, I mean, you're so good looking. Why is the watching so less? I don't know. Am I banned? I don't know. Are you banned? Yeah, when I got 700, someone unsubbed right away. Yep. I think it's just because, like, over the years, because I started my YouTube channel in late 2019 when I was 18. I am now 24, and I still don't know what I'm posting on here. I mean, sometimes I'll post short videos, mostly is what I mostly do. I mostly post short videos. I rarely post like long, lengthy videos unless if I could find a way to make it entertaining, but also not too dangerous that I would get banned. I mean, I actually have never known what it was like to get banned off an app until I got banned from going live on TikTok. Like this year, and this was around the time um, TikTok was apparently going to get its first ban. So, yeah. Okay, so this is what I got now. Have you ever met the Kardashians in America? No. And I never will. Well, here's for reasons, it's just that I mean, the Kardashians. Here's the thing though. I did my research a little bit. I did my research. And I will tell you this. I do have a favorite Kardashian. I will say that. I do have a favorite Kardashian, and it is 100% Khloe. Khloe Kardashian. I love Khloe Kardashian. I don't know why. I just think she's like I don't know why. She just seems like she's more down to earth and like overall, she just seems like she's a better like energy to be around and she just seems like she's more real. That's all I can say. She just seems like she's more real. Like she actually cares about her family, her kids, even though she well, dated that man, Tristan, from what I've been told, and Tristan apparently like cheated on her multiple times. She still took the courage to help watch um, Tristan's little brother who has severe epilepsy, from what the show has shown, which coming from someone who does have an epileptic history, that is definitely very caring for someone to understand about. But anyways, um, yeah. I mean, I do think that's why I think like Khloe Kardashian is the best. Not because like, she's a Kardashian or this or that, but just because like she has a good heart, she's more caring. Yeah, it's okay if she's calm and not like the others. I mean, have you seen Kim and Courtney? Like, okay, take a few for example. Courtney had been in that relationship with Scott for like God knows how long since I saw the show for the first time. It wasn't until like last year. I had watched the first episode. I had went on Netflix to watch it, and I was just like, damn, they have been together. They were together from 2007 all the way to I think 2018, I think. And they have three kids together. They have three kids, and it it and yeah, it wasn't until recently when she had gotten in a relationship with Travis from Blink 182. She had her fourth baby, and pretty much from what it seems like, I don't know why. I feel sad for her kids because, that's their mom. Kim, on the other hand, I mean, do we have to? Do we have to talk about Kim? Do we? Like, do Americans eat cheeseburgers and french fries daily? Yes. But I had a chicken sandwich today and fries. Anyways, Kim Kardashian, not gonna lie, she is not my favorite. And I have my reasons. I have my reasons why. So, doing like little bits of information on Kim, I will say though, there have been a handful of times where I have wondered why has this woman not been like, I don't know, like actually questioned very seriously. Yes, Kim is attractive, but like, what exactly does she do? Because I think the woman has like, I don't know, I'm positive like Kim has gone through like 30 something career changes in the 20 plus years or 30 plus years or whatever she has when it comes to the job market. She's just, I don't know, Kim Kardashian's just nuts. I don't know, I feel like she just doesn't like have the mental capacity to just do something or at least stay on something. And let's not talk about her kids. Let's not talk about her kids. I mean, Kim Kardashian's 12-year-old daughter North is dressing like as if she is now 18. North is 12. That's middle school. She's a preteen. She shouldn't be focusing on like dressing up like an already 18-year-old when she's a preteen. She should be, going to school, living her preteen life until her teenage life and like just being a kid. But Kim Kardashian being who she is and wanting to also be a momager and less of a mom, because I will be honest, I feel like Kim Kardashian mainly had her kids because Courtney had kids. Exactly. North is too much. Now, here's the thing though. I don't want anyone to also like go and spread hate towards her because really I want to say like it's not really North's fault. Like North is just a kid. North is just a kid at the end of the day. She's just a kid. She's just a kid. She's just a child who was, although born into luxury, and is obviously blessed to be born into luxury, she was also born with two people who, well, one who has a music career that has been going on for, I don't know how long Kanye West's music career has been going on for. Someone's gonna need to tell me. Did he start in like the 90s or the 2000s? Because I don't know. But yeah, I think that, yeah, she was born with one parent who is a musician for God knows how long, but does make pretty good music. I will not lie. I will not lie. I have listened to a few of Kanye West's music, not gonna lie. But yeah. What is your favorite food? Italian. I specifically love pasta. Pasta is my favorite. Mwah. You can never go wrong with a good pasta. And I like any type of pasta, like classic spaghetti and meatballs, or spaghetti and pasta, spaghetti and tomato sauce, or even chicken Alfredo. Really, basically any type of sauce or like spaghetti or pasta, specifically pasta, I love. Anything with pasta, I will melt like butter for. That is literally me. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I feel sad mostly for North because she's just a 12-year-old who just who just needs like parents who actually care. And that's why I say like my favorite Kardashian's Chloe, because Chloe actually cares for her kids. She's there for her kids. She does anything for her kids. That's why I like Chloe Kardashian. She's basically someone who, although was born into luxury and was like on camera and this and that, she is actually the realest person ever. And you could tell me Khloe Kardashian is boring and blah blah blah, but she's just she's just the best. That's all I can say. And pretty much she's an inspiration. Okay, so I don't know if this is like the finishing touch, but what do you think? Okay, so this is my attempt to draw something with wings, and obviously it did not go well. What class do you read now? What class am I in? I'm not in class. I'm in my room. I'm in my little room with my bed. Name me a classroom that has a bed in it. But yeah, this is what I got. Ta-da! And like I said, in many of these, I do not draw normal looking things. Isn't it very simple? Yes, it is very simple. That is basically what I go for. I go for like simple. I actually try to come up with like backgrounds actually. I can actually show you a few. So I know I already showed this one, but this one's also a humanoid with a background, with a little background. So yeah, so this is what I also do sometimes, I don't just draw like basic humanoids. I also like to draw something with like a little background in it. So as you can see, the words say like break me and there's like little black cracked lines in red. Yeah. This is just supposed to be like symbolizing like me on the verge of losing my mind. What a weirdo. Oh, thank you. That's actually a compliment. That's actually to me more of a compliment than an insult. So, thank you. And another painting I want to show is obviously this one that I've shown a few times. Which this one obviously symbolizes like monsters trying to like silence me or like silence you. And yeah, and like they have a hold on you. Yeah. And then there's one more I want to show. Wait. Nah, okay. Yeah, so this is the last one I want to show. So this one basically just symbolizes like sadness for me. What was rude of me? So yeah, so I don't just like draw like simple things, I want to say. I also try to come up with backgrounds, but like they give me a minute because here's the thing though. When it comes to me in art, when I'm trying to like draw humanoids, I mainly draw like the humanoid at first, and then in my head, I try to figure out like what the background is, but it doesn't really like click to me. Like even after I draw the humanoid, sometimes I'm just drawing a blank. Yeah. So, yeah. And I actually drew this in one of the most, well, painted this. I painted this in one of the most toughest time of my life back in 2023. But yeah. So, yes, obviously I don't I draw or paint stuff that is, excuse me, sorry, simple, but, it's who I am. It's my type of design, and it's just who I am. It's just who I am. It's what I love. As long as you love doing whatever type of art it is you do, then you should not feel shame about it. You should not feel ashamed about whatever your art style is. Okay? I mean, as long as it's legal. As long as it's legal, of course, as long as it's legal, okay? And not causing any crimes, okay? But like, yeah. Okay? Do you believe you're a human? Sometimes. Sometimes I believe I'm human, other times I believe I don't know, I was summoned through a portal from the underworld. That's just a joke, by the way. Just subbed. Oh, thank you. So, yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So, I think okay, let me just show you the what I drew again just in case you didn't see it. TD TD. Ta-da! Like I said, I don't know what I drew. This is just pretty basic. There's like no other color design. It's just a simple black, white, and gray. It's a humanoid. Like I said, I draw humanoids. This is simple. This is basic. This is basic. Just like yesterday's. Just like this one from yesterday. So yeah. MS Shorts? Shorts? What's a humanoid? A humanoid, from what I understand, it's like an alien. A humanoid's like an alien with like features that aren't, you know, like a human, but apparently they look human. That's from what I've been told. But yeah. So here's today's. Again. Yeah. So, yeah. But anyways, thank you so much for joining my live today. So that was today's drawing. Now I will be live again on Saturday next weekend. So, excuse me. So don't forget to subscribe, like this live stream, and comment down below what you think I should attempt to draw this coming weekend. Like I said, it's mostly something like humanoid. So if you say draw like a vampire or draw like an alien or draw like a ghost, most likely I will be drawing something that looks like a humanoid, but try to like make it look like there's somewhat of a detail of like the creature you may ask for. But yeah. I also will have a short video posted tomorrow, of course, and I will try to post more short videos because that's also one of the goals I want to try and keep on doing. Yeah. So, yeah. So, like I said, I will be live. I will be live again Saturday, so make sure you subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you can be notified when I go live. And don't forget to comment also. and like this live stream as well. Did I already say that? I don't know. But yeah, anyways, thank you all so much for joining my live. I hope you all have a wonderful day and or night. And as always, take care, stay safe, and I love ya. Mwah. Bye. See you next time. Mwah. I figured you just, okay, fine, one more. Mwah. Mwah. Have a good day. See you next time.